Welcome back to Click for IB Biology. Our main topic is evolution and speciation. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the definition of evolution in the 21st century. There's a blank version of this presentation. That's a PDF. You'll find that down below in the description. You can download that, annotate that with your own notes as we go along. And then at the end, to secure your understanding, take the 10 questions and check out the answers as well to secure your understanding and learning of this topic. Definition of evolution. Now, the definition of evolution is something that has evolved from the 18th century all the way through to the 21st century. Perhaps in the 18th century, most notably, was the contribution of Jean-Baptiste Lamarck in his publication, the Zoophy of Zoologique, where he outlined what he called the theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics. So this is in approximately 1809. Acquired characteristics are features of your biology which you have developed during your lifetime. Now, this evolution as change over time became modified in 1859 when there was the publication of The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, pictured here. So this is a 19th century contribution. The theory of evolution by natural selection, or the origin of species by natural selection, proposed a mechanism for evolution, which was natural selection. And so we have this update and modification by Darwin to suggest that the characteristics which are passed on from one generation to the next are not acquired characteristics, but something possessed by the organism. And of course, this became clearer with the incorporation of Gregor Mendel's work, again a 19th century contribution, in the synthesis of genetics with evolutionary theory as proposed by Darwin. Then in the 20th century was modified by the likes of Fisher and Haldane to create what we would call Neo-Darwinism, which is very much a 20th century development of the definition of evolution, which ultimately in the late 20th century might have been described in the following way: that evolution is a change in allele frequency, and that's certainly something that will resonate with students when you are looking at the idea of gene pools and equilibrium within gene pools. However, in the 20th to the 21st century, the century that we currently are in, this Neo-Darwinism hypothesis or explanation for evolution has been upgraded considerably and is now generally known as the extended evolutionary synthesis, EES rather, and this includes such concepts as evolutionary developmental biology, the incorporation of epigenetics, and of horizontal gene transfer. The IB, as your syllabus, would like you to learn your definition of evolution as the change in heritable characteristics of a population. So of course in our ecology we have studied a population, that's the number of individuals of a species living within a defined habitat, and here we're describing a change in the heritable, and the heritable part refers to the idea of genes and alleles of a characteristic and how they may change over time. And I think it is actually worth having at least in mind as you read and learn the IB definition that evolution as change in heritable characteristics of a population, and let's just stick on the end over time. And I think that helps you to grasp the whole process. Definitions of evolution. In our next video, with the link of which is appearing on the left-hand side, we'll be looking at how DNA and RNA provide us with evidence of that evolution and change in heritable characteristics over time. There's a subscription button to the channel, much appreciated, and the playlist for evolution is on the right-hand side. Thank you for listening.